It is inevitable, at least for most of us, is that we have to work. We often talk about our work begrudgingly. We think of work as a chore, as a means to survive. We don't, though, talk about it enough in alternate ways. How we can understand some of its complex relationships in order for us to reconsider the approach towards our work. We seem to be determined to avoid our work, preferring to focus on what could kindle our fantasies, to distract us away, to then force ourselves to return to it resentfully. One such person that talks about our work is modern-day philosopher ALAIN de Botton, part of a school of life. Look out for my other ALAIN de Botton videos, which covers all aspects of our emotional intelligence with a richer perspective to how we can approach our lives. Click the links in the description. The moulding of our work mind starts as a child, where a child's compliance to perhaps an obsessive parent is born from their necessity to survive, to satisfy their audience, yet burying their real thoughts. Not all children, though, are obedient. They are taught the importance of compliance, as de Botton remarks, to people please. This brings us into our adult life, into work. How we believe that by holding back on challenges will indemnify us from the risk of looking ridiculous. Where a good life is to avoid its absurdities and not making an idiot of ourselves, among others. There is, though, more to what people show than what they truly are. Where there is an alternate argument that becomes truly liberating for all of us. And it dawns from the realisation that we are all fools. We are idiots now, have been in the past, and will be into the future. We grow too timid when we try too hard to be compliant, scared to err in either direction. Yet by reversing this syndrome, where we can see everyone as being equally foolish as ourselves, our fear of humiliation will no longer taunt us. In our workplace, we have built what de Botton calls an imposter syndrome, that we are not worthy to be in the presence among others who are successful, that such people are not like us at all. As we are fully aware of who we are on the inside, we know our fears, we know our shortcomings, yet all we know of others is what they tell us, which in most cases are only their good points. Through all of this, we leave ourselves cold and fragile and do not realise that our superiors and those we deem as successful in our work are really no different. We often hear murmurs of the staff of celebrities or aides of senior figures who don't share the same stories of profoundness that is often portrayed of their leaders. It is this insight that invites us to make a sensible approach towards our leadership figures in our work. That it is not the disparity in our salaries, nor the commandeering power they appear to possess, but our psychological timidity is what sets us apart. It is this timidity that yields a silent command, as when our superiors have a problem, the mere utterance of their dissatisfaction brings others into panic, and leads us to wonder if one day we could aspire for this same fanaticism of admiring attention towards ourselves. As whether we encounter a stranger or even someone of our superior in our workplace, we can rethink how we can look at them, as de Botton explains. In spite of surface evidence to the contrary, they are, in basic ways, very much like us, and therefore nothing fundamental stands between us and the possibility of responsibility, success, and fulfillment. It will be naive to think that we don't consider the reality of how the wield of power impacts others within public and private enterprise. how we treat our superiors or even those whom are popular as mere immortals, overstaying their talents and prowess, becoming overconsumed in their presence to please them. What we can, though, derive from all of this is that humanity escapes nobody. The fear and intimidation that power provides, while it is real and at times we attend towards it, is not to be overstated. Each role in an organisation has its value, and despite the petty political propagandas that exist, it is the ones that are true to themselves and their purpose that can look through the eye of a mirror and still not blink. As our place is to coexist and to be true to our own character, even if the rest of the world has lost its way.